Time now for Sid 6-0. This is where you get 60 seconds to talk. Start the clock, please. Here's what's on my mind this morning. The Raptors are currently 99 on the season. It's not great. It's not terrible. But on the surface, it's a little meh. At least that's what most 500 records look like in professional sports. But that Raptors 9-9, when you dig a little deeper, is actually unbelievable. Toronto lost the other night at home against Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. This is the box score from the game. We're going to flash it for you. I want you to focus on all these names here. All the guys with 0 minutes played did not play because they were either injured or out sick. Precious Achiuwa, ankle injury. Toronto native Delano Banton, ankle injury. Scotty Barnes, knee injury. Justin Champagnie, bad back. Otto Porter Jr., toe problem. Pascal Siakam, groin. Fred VanVleet, under the weather. That's basically half the team out. You get the picture. That's been the story of Toronto's first 18 games, and yet despite all that, they're still treading water, which, given the circumstances, is amazing. Savanna Hamilton is amazing. Sideline reporter for the Toronto Raptors on Sportsnet. Savanna, a longtime listener, first-time caller, you're great. Thanks for joining us this morning. You have a view of what the Raptors are doing right now that's really unique. How extraordinary are these performances considering who they're missing?
Yeah, it's incredible to see what's actually happening right now. They're, as you mentioned, at 500, playing some of the best teams in the league. They had one of the toughest schedules to start the league, especially on the road as well. They're, I believe Matt Devlin said it in one of the broadcasts that they have one of the toughest schedules on the road and at home to start out the season. And we knew that they're going to go through that, let alone through the injuries that they've been facing without their bench leader. Precious Achiuwa, Chris Boucher was out as well. So it's not even like they have like returning bodies as they're recovering. It's like when one guy goes out, another one goes down, or one guy comes back and another one goes out. So it's just this returning almost carousel of players. And, Fred VanVleet was battling with an illness. He came back, he for OKC, and then he went back down again for this past game against the Brooklyn Nets. So it's everywhere right now. So it is quite impressive, as you've mentioned, as the fact that they're able to hang on in there. The bench right now is getting invaluable reps. We saw Delano Banton the other day have his his career high in the NBA. And so, that's the type of thing that builds up the bench. So when the guys do come back, and they will come back, they're that much better for it as well.
And yes, Raptor fans, they're going to come back. they're going to be there eventually. Nick Nurse, Savannah, I think he's reached the point with this where it's not fun for him anymore in terms of piecemealing these lineups. If you're a coach, I would assume at certain points, and Sheldon keeps kind of seeing this with the Leafs, it's a challenge. You welcome the challenge. Look, I'm a professional coach. I'm a championship coach. I can do this. He seems like he's kind of over it, but we should give him his flowers on getting them through this part of the schedule because he's been extraordinary.
Oh, absolutely. And when I talked to him before the Detroit game, I asked him, I was like, how do you prepare for the unexpected on a night-to-night basis? And he told me that, this is what he was built for in his own career as a coach, coaching through the minor leagues, coaching through at the time it's called the D League, now it's the G League, coaching through Britain, that basketball scene over there, having guys that were fully available, and then 2 seconds later being told that, two of your star players are getting a call up to a bigger franchise or just unavailable all of a sudden. And so he said that it reminds him of that. It's taking him back to that time in his life as well. So he said that he's thrown out the playbook completely, and I can't blame him because I think what we've seen so far with the Raptors, they're doing a whole bunch of different looks, offensively, defensively. He's trying to find what works best for these lineups that he doesn't even normally use in-game action like this. I'm sure they practice this a lot in whatnot at OVO Athletic Center, but at the same time, it's impressive just how versatile he's been and able to get through the storm relatively, a 500 record so far, relatively well. So you got to give him his flowers, as you mentioned, and absolutely, that's a lot of credit there.
No doubt. Savannah, with permission, I'm going to bug you again. You've been great. Raptors, Mavs, tomorrow night, Sportsnet 1. Savannah will be among the thousands on the broadcast for that one. Great stuff. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.